Rory McIlroy's got one of the best swings in the game, and in this video we're going to do an in-depth breakdown of his swing using the Handy Golf app. So if we look on the left hand side, we've got him down the line, and if we look on the right, we've got Rory face on. So the first thing to note is, let's just take a little look at his posture. So Rory's got a nice little bit of hip tilt there towards the ball, and then he's got nice neutral curvature of the spine. It's just reflecting the natural curves of the spine. You'll also note with Rory, his hands come just outside the driver, outside the shoulder, sorry, with driver. You can see that there. So nice settled position in terms of the hands and everything there. And then in terms of the head position, you'll note again, very neutral. This just allows him to rotate freely around the spine and around the upper part of the spine too. You'll note Rory's got a little bit of knee bend there, really neutral with the weight distribution. I always like to draw a little line down through the hips, and you can see how it's pretty much over his ankles. Now if we look from face on, what you're going to see here is Rory's got ever so slightly a strong left hand grip, and then an ever so slightly weak grip. You'll also note with driver, a little bit of tilt back in the spine, allows him to get that upward angle of attack, and then you'll see how his feet are ever so slightly flared out here. So let's take into his backswing, and firstly I just want to take note of a couple of little things that Rory does. So if we watch here, you see that little trigger move here? How Rory's just moving that thumb to the side of the trigger move he's got. And if we zoom out, you'll note how Rory's kind of got this little compression move there. Can you see how he kind of compresses into the ground? He's moving his weight from his left to the right and kind of squeezing. You see that little compression kind of move? And if we look from down the line, what you'll know is if I draw a circle around his knee here. Want to analyse your swing? Handy Golf automatically records it with Clear Swing IQ, giving you a clearer look at every part of your swing. Review it in slow motion and use the analysis tools to see exactly what is happening. There is also a putting level, games, and plenty more. Download it for free. It's the first clickable link in the description. You can see how that knee just opens ever so slightly up. So it's counter rotation. So he kind of opens his hips up before he closes. Interestingly, you see a lot of funky trigger moves with all these top players. It allows him to create that force in the ground. So if we take Rory back to his takeaway position, this is something where Rory gets a little bit, sometimes inside or too outside, where he takes the hands too much. But in this instance, let's just have a little look. So his hands are in a nice position there. They've not wandered too outside that you sometimes see with Rory, and he gets the club over here in here. So this swing specifically is quite a decent swing for Rory. You'll note if we draw a line on the club face and then on the spine angle, look how it matches it perfectly. You also note how that club head is nicely outside the hands there. Very much a one-piece takeaway. You'll note he's got a little bit of rotation through the hips. That left knee started to appear a little bit more. And then if we look on this face-on view, you got that little trigger move. I want you to take note of Rory's hips. These camera angles are moving, but we can get a sense of it. You can see how Rory just bumps an inch or two into that right side. That's really going to help him load the trail side in the backswing. And then you'll note here, really nice and wide position here. So then let's take Rory a little bit further back. So we get in this midway back position. So you can see here, look at that coil. You can see kind of on his pants. You can see how much he's coiling into that trail leg. Not a huge amount of hip rotation, as you can see. The hands are nicely in the center of the chest. And if I draw a line down from the shaft, you'll note pretty much perfectly pointing back to the ball. That's what I love about Rory's swing. It's just so simple in a lot of senses, and there's such great fluidity through it. And then you'll note as well, look how much his shoulders have rotated his torso. Amazing amount of rotation. Now as we bring Rory up to the top of the backswing, so I'll call that the top almost, you're going to see a massive amount of shoulder rotation. Look at that position of the shoulder. Look how far it is behind the ball, and then look how much his torso is rotated. Just a huge amount of power there. Then if you look at the hips, not a huge amount of rotation. So there's loads and loads of stretch occurring here. But as we take it into the downswing, you'll see why he actually increases that, and it's incredible. So we bring him to the top in this down the line position just before he gets that loaded kind of position. What we're going to notice from Rory is if we look at the top, something he works on, he gets a little bit of cup in that left wrist there. But if you look at the club face, it's nice and square to that lead arm. So you sometimes find with players that do have a little bit of a stronger grip in the left hand like Rory, just gets it a little bit cupped at the top of the backswing just to make sure that he keeps that face in a nice and neutral position. Rory also has a little bit, ever so slightly, of that kind of flying right elbow. Very, very slight. I'm being picky here, but this is kind of primarily due to how much he rotates that torso. It's really, really difficult to keep that right arm in front of you when you do have so much rotation through that thorax. So it's more of what we see in this rotation that causes that right arm to wander out a little bit, which he doesn't like. He likes to get it a little bit more in front of him. So it's kind of like chicken or egg. What causes that? For me, it's that amount of rotation. Now, for me, this is where Rory creates all his speed and power. So I'll play this through kind of dynamically, and you're going to see how much he kind of squats down. Can you see that move there? Boom. And we'll show it from face on, where we're going to really explain some of the kind of stretch shortening cycles, what creates that power. But firstly, let's just have a look at that. Look, only a few frames into downswing, how much knee flex he's got there. It's that mini kind of squat. That club is really shallowed out nicely. If you look as well at his wrist, you can see how he's moved more into flexion. That left wrist is a lot flatter than it was on the top of the backswing. Look at that left arm, how much it's pinned against the left side of his chest. That creates a tremendous amount of speed and power, but just an incredibly athletic position. What I would say, if I draw a line on here, I know the camera moves a little bit, but you can see by all accounts, Rory does early extend a bit, but it's not a killer like a lot of people would lead you to believe. So then let's look at face on. And you're going to see Rory here really, really load down into that left hand side. So watch him. Watch that left hip. Watch how it kind of shifts to the left and really drives down. Left and down. And that is a real key for power. And even watch his left foot here. Look how his left foot's kind of pressing into the ball and the toe of that left foot. So much so his left heel's coming off the ground. And then he's really kind of, you can see how it kind of moves. His left heel comes up and it moves there. But you can see just tremendous amount of like separation, I'd call it. So you can see here, look at his torso and then look at his hips. And you can see that from down the line. Look how his belt, his buttons on his shirt pointing back at the camera. Yeah, look, we can't see his left hip here. It's already cleared out of the way. So what this creates is a tremendous amount of stretch shortening cycles. So it's like an elastic band through this torso here. And that is going to create a tremendous amount of speed. Also, you're going to see it at the shoulder joint, because he has pinned that left arm against the chest. Effectively, what's happening is the torso is rotating into this left arm, and that creates, again, this stretch shortening cycle, this spiraling effect of this left shoulder, which again is going to create a tremendous amount of speed and power when it is released. So let's bring him a few more frames down. You can see there, look at the separation. Incredible that. Don't try this at home, kids. And then you can see how he's maintained that lag. Look at that left elbow, right elbow, sorry, how it's below the left. It's a great way of shallowing the club and retaining a lot of lag. And if we bring him down a few more frames, you can see how he's really kind of getting into this like squat, really athletic position. Bring him down on the right hand side here. And then try and get him in this pre-delivery position. And just, it's such an athletic move, this. I just love Rory's swing. And if we look here, it's just kind of tailored for this nice push draw. And you can see how that shaft's fairly, we could call it behind him, but it's not really, because it's kind of playing that controlled push draw. Then miss a couple of frames, which is fine, but you can see in this position, very much coming from the inside, he's going to hit up on the ball and create tons and tons of speed. And then I like playing this more dynamically, because you can kind of see how he's driven down, boom, down, 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 and then the ground pushes him back up. And you're going to see, like I say, we draw a line from the top of his backswing. No, that's not perfectly on his butt, but you can see how he is moving forward towards the ball, because he's pressing into that big toe and then he pushes up and back, and that pushing up pulls the handle up, allows him to get that positive angle of attack, which is really, really efficient for hitting those high bombs. And you can really see it here. Look at that. Again, I know the camera's moving, but we can just see it from an athletic kind of move. Look, down, 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 and up. Like, it's a tremendous athleticism to do that movement of starting here down and up, and it's in such a short space of time. And you're going to see here at impact, he's got a nice wrist angle here. That spine is tilted back, loads of shaft lean, really, really athletic position. What I love about Rory's swing is look at how much that club releases there. You can see from here to here, you can really see he's letting it go, and you can see it from this position here. Those hands have kind of turned over. A lot of that is he's not doing it actively, it's the passive torques from how he's applied the forces in the handle in this position to allow that club to whip over. You can see here, look how it's almost like an Olympic lifter, how he's like powering through. You see that how it really through. You can clearly see that club through exiting through his left shoulder. Rory keeps his head down quite a long time, but I mean, look at that rotation through. Like, not a lot many people could do this in that sequence and in this speed, so wouldn't really recommend copying Rory's swing unless you're built like Rory. You can see he keeps his head down time, so might see some potential issues in the right side or even in the left side just because of how long he gets there. But he trains hard, he can handle this. You're gonna see, like, love this position. Like, it's just so free flowing, and this is one of my favorite parts of Rory's swing. Look how wide he is through, how he's exiting nicely over that left shoulder, and then we get to the follow through. It reminds me of like Tiger or in 2000 or Adam Scott, where he just wraps that club around himself. He's nice and tall through it because he has moved down, and then look at this. So we draw a line here. Watch out again, and it's moving, but down, down, up, and then how tall each position. This is something that a lot of people can copy. Is look how hips over that left side here. His head's over, and it's all in kind of that straight line. But what you're going to see with Rory is just look at where his chest is pointing. It's really, really over here, and you can see that how we're seeing his back on this face on camera. To say Rory's getting on now, he's close on 40, 30. Like, amazing ability to make that. But that's why you see him training in the gym to create and maintain that ability to squat down, jump up. One, from a kind of power perspective of being able to have that athleticism, but two, just you can see here like how that's going to put through your lower back. So he needs to do that gym work, but I absolutely love Rory's swing. There's a few things that can go wrong with it, like we said here at takeaway. You can sometimes whip the club inside or get too far out at the top, too much cup, and then a lot it too deep, and then there is the propensity to potentially flip it and get the lefts going or the blocks. It's not as kind of picture perfect as somebody like Adam, but how effortless and fluid he is. I love his swing. Questions, feel free in the comments, and we've also put a link for the Handy Golf app so you can analyze your swing just like Rory.